Hey guys, I want to get on here and say this very quickly. When God gives you a skill and when God gives you a gift or a talent, don't be lazy with it. Don't be lazy with it. When God blesses you and you're able to open up a shop, do not try to be selling people things by what I've heard the Bible says. I believe it says something about, a faulty scale. And what they used to do back then, they'll measure things by shekels and all of that. But sometimes they will rig the scale so that they can cheat you and have you maybe have something that is really of more value. The scale may weigh it at less value, if I'm understanding, or weigh an item that is really of lesser value but make it appear to be of more, so you will pay more. Okay, or they will end up paying you less. Okay, and you have people that you say that you're believers in the Lord and you say that you're a Christian, but you're selling things that's faulty to people, and you're taking their money. You're selling things that's not good. You're selling expired items. You're too lazy to go in your store and look around and say this is expired. You'll sell people things that's either expired. You're mistreating your staff. But let me stick to what I believe is sent to me to speak on. You get lazy in your craft. I spoke about in another video. You're a stylist. There are ways that you can improve your skills. You don't want to. You're lazy. You're stuck at the level that you're at. So young women, young men to come in, you can't do edgy styles or things of that nature because you choose not to. Now you need to be honest if you're just like, look, I'm comfortable doing the basics. And so you're gonna get a certain age group that's gonna come to you because there are women who just want the basics. They don't want all the fancy stuff, the up to date styles. They do like a roller set. They do want you to put in a texturizer, or they just want to have basic curls or something very simple, and that's okay. But there's some of you still want to bring in, you want everybody's money. Okay, you want the young people, you want the edgy, you want them all, but you want to still give them the Shirley Pearly hairstyles. And the reason why that happens, you may be offended and you may feel upset when people are asking you or they're not satisfied because you choose not to develop your skills. God has blessed you with whatever business, and you have people there that wants to help you, but you choose to be maybe a prideful type of supervisor. You can't take advice from anyone. You steal people's ideas and make it your own, or you play favorites in your business. You discriminate in your business. You don't want to hire certain people. You treat one person different from the other. What's going on? If God gives you a business and you fix cars, don't be lazy. Don't tell people that they need things. They need to buy this and jack up the price and say their car needs this or that when they don't need it. Be where you're known for good customer service and respecting people. Prepare the food properly. That's because no one can see you. Somebody sees you. There's an unseen audience that sees you, that sees that you dropped something, that sees you didn't wash your hand, that sees that you're not keeping the back of your store or your kitchen clean, that sees that you are not following the regulations that's required of you. But when you know inspectors are coming, you put things up. Oh, you're going to make things look like you're following the rules, but you're really not. Don't take people for granted. You may own properties, you may own business. Yes, people need to pay their rent and do the things that they need to do. But at the same time, don't be unmerciful to people that may need help. They're not trying to get over on you. Something legitimately happened with this individual. Ask God to give you the wisdom and how to deal with the situation. Because at the same time, yeah, you don't want to, you need your money, but you don't want to be evil and just kick people out on the streets Ask God to show you how to deal with it. Even if you know other landlords, that may have way their rent is cheaper. You as a landlord could actually, especially you're saying you're a believer of God, can explore that and see. Maybe you own property, that person doesn't have a job, they lost their job. See, do you have anything that person that you can hire that person to work for you? Just saying, that's not always the realistic scenario, but sometimes people don't think that way. They're just like, get out. God did not give you things and bless you to be able to do things for you to get evil. And something happens with individuals. That's why it goes back to character. When you're successful and you're doing well in the beginnings, you're humble, you're nice, you're considerate, but when you begin to get the increase, sometimes these individuals could change. Going back to rental properties or places that you own, make sure you're doing the right thing. You're moving people into places, you paint it, you let it look good, but you know that there are problems with the pipes. You know that there's problem with the plumbing. You know that there are problems with the doors. You know that there's an infestation of things, but you won't do anything about it. You just want the rent. Whatever it is that you have been blessed enough to be able to do, being a teacher, being a principal, being a business owner, being a nurse, being a doctor, being someone in the medical field, someone who's in construction, whatever it is, in food service, don't be lazy about it. Don't be where, well, I got it now, so I don't need to improve myself. I don't need to do better, because there's always a surplus of people who may need the service, because God holds us accountable. Remember the parable of the master who gave each of his servants different gifts and talents, and he came back and said, what did you do with it? Okay. And each one had their reasons, or each had developed their skills. And it is the same thing. I believe that when God gives you things to do, he's going to come back and ask you not only what you did with it, but how you treated people. How did you treat those individuals? You may have expanded your business, and you may have got more, you have more property, you opened up a bigger business, you did this and that, but how were you treating people in the process? Did you take advantage of people? Do you have a habit of hiring people that may be undocumented and all of that? So now you keep them in this trap where if they don't do what you say, and if they don't work as late as you want them late to work, you're going to report them. Come on. There are people who say that they're Christians who are doing this. Where you have the ability to do things the right way. Hire people who have a work permit and it is legal for them to work. Those who don't have it, you can't deal with it. You cannot do it. Okay? Your job is to, even if it's an unpopular decision, you need to do things the right way. You send them, look, get yourself together, do things the right way, come see me, because I can't afford to be doing things like that, which can cost me my business, my livelihood, and even my freedom, which is going to have a domino effect on your family and all different things moving forward. So what I will say again as I close out is, whatever God gives you to do, build on it. Get better at it. Ask him to help you to get better at it. When you are given things, don't take it for granted. Don't take people for granted. Don't try to get over on individuals. Don't begin to treat people in a poor manner. Don't be partial in how you treat your customers. I can't tell you how many times I've experienced that when I was taking my sons to the barbershops, and there's an appointment, and then they'll let somebody else go ahead, or someone comes in later, or double and triple booking from the beauty salon. We all get there early because I love to go early, and then we all like, We get to talking. What time was your appointment? 9. What time was yours? 9. So she has 3 9 o'clocks. That's bad business, guys. And sometimes people do that because they're big shots now. Well, if you don't like it, you can leave. So they know that's inconvenient for you. They know that there are the top master cut stylists, barbers, all this. So that gets to their heads and they mistreat people who God has sent. Right? But that eventually catches up. That's why I tell people, that's why you're still working, because you want to retire, you want to have this, but you think of the amount of people that you've disrespected. You think of what your average cut is, you or style or whatever it is you're selling, and you think of if that customer came every week or every couple weeks, that amount of money times a full year times the amount of people that they told not to go there. You add that up and think of how much money you have lost. And that's why you have to keep working. And eventually, when you plant bad seeds, it's going to spring up anyway. It's going to choke out everything. The Bible in Deuteronomy 28 talks about blessings and curses of God. And you can have a cursed increase. Read that. The Bible talks about curse will be your storehouse. Curse will be your basket. Curse will be your store. Curse will be your cattle. Curse will be your property. You can have stuff, but it's cursed because the way you have incurred it and the things that you have done with the increase of God has been used for wrongdoing or been gained by cheating. People have been gained while you continue to extort other people, mistreat other people, being selfish, being lazy, saying that you can do certain hairstyles and don't do it, but the customers still have to pay you and they walk out looking like Shirley Burley because of you. Looking casket ready. Come on. A lot of times, guys, Christians don't really believe and realize that your everyday interactions outside of church services truly matter. So when God gives you an ability and a gift, when God blesses you, and you have a business and you have real estate and you have children that you're caring for, you have money that you are responsible for, you have cars to fix, you have cars to clean, you have a small job doing cleaning up counters and hotels, whatever. You do those things well. Realize there's an unseen audience. Your promotion and your blessings comes from God. And learn to develop those skills so you can be better at it. And as you get better at it, you're going to become more skilled, which is going to bring more increase into your life. But it all starts at ground zero, guys. Not taking people for granted, not being selfish, not being lazy, not only thinking about yourself, and most importantly, not allowing pride to enter the picture. Does this make sense? All right, God bless.